Hey guys, this is Aska, and welcome to the fifth generation of Breakfree Trading Algorithm. This is a pretty big deal as we're releasing this today, in fact, and you don't even know it. I'm recording this video a few hours before it goes out, and there's so many cool features we're about to release, and you guys got no idea. I love it. So look guys, let's dig into it. First of all, we got 3 new time frames for strategy mode. That's 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour time frame, plus the one you already know, daily time frame. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility, guys. You can still fuck it up. It's entirely possible. If you dive straight into 15-minute time frame and take every single trade that appears at the same time, you're either gonna get, you either make a lot of money or you'll get wrecked. But in the long run, you're definitely not gonna make it. So we'll get back to this in a minute and how to operate these new strategies. But the same risk management we taught you in the past, it still applies here. Let's get back to it because beside the new timeframes we actually have 2 new strategies built straight into the algorithm. And on my left side, you can see an example of what we call a BRC. This is a break, retest, and continuation. So you have a market that's moving up and it comes down and you buy it on the retest. And then hopefully it just propels straight up. And let's see if we can get the exit on my position here because I'm actually long on this right now. And it would be beautiful if we could exit this trade while I'm talking about the new features here. So let's see. As you can see, I did not get my second entry here because of spread, and that's just how it is sometimes. But I got the first one. These trades, and especially on 15-minute time frames, they happen very fast. They execute very fast. They can be very good, and they can also at times they'll just be wrong. Some of these trades will be lost for sure. And we will see how this goes, but we have a plan to help people control this and manage this, and we're gonna roll this out next month. But until next month, it will be free for all, the Wild West. You'll be able to take as many trades as you want on these time frames. But after that, we will see how it went, and we will probably make some sort of restrictions where you will have to prove that you are indeed capable of trading these new time frames. But until then, enjoy what we made for you. So we had the two new trading strategies, extension trades and BRC. On my left side, that's a BRC, and that's a break, retest, and continuations. Then we have the extension trades, and the extension trades are based around the extension zones, and they happen as markets they start doing deviations, meaning that you have a strong market that's moving up, in a bull market. It could be something that's very strong right now. It could be something like Bitcoin, or it could be something like Tesla. It doesn't really matter. All strong markets, they really trade the same way. It's the same thing happening. It's the same people trading. It's the same crowd psychology. So, and for that reason, we can keep applying the same strategies and extract money from these markets. So what we're waiting for is that in a strong bull market for the extension trades, we're waiting for the market to do a deviation, meaning that suddenly it starts selling off and it sells off too much. And in that case, we're going to get in and we're going to get that trade. And you guys will learn more on how to do this as we go on. But I want to talk a little bit to you about how we have developed the current risk system that's built in. As you can see, you now have a risk tab in the bottom of your panel, and here you can monitor your current actual open positions and your pending positions on how much exposure you got on the particular market. And this way you can avoid overexposing yourself on a particular market. It's very important, of course. So by default, on 15-minute time frame, a trade like this, it will have 1% risk. That means if you lose this trade, you'll be losing about 1% of your account. However, if you win, you'll be winning somewhere around 2.5 to 3%. So that's pretty good. But that also means, you will be losing some of these trades and you'll be winning some of these trades. But when you win, you'll make more than you lost. And as we move up towards the other time frames, there's different risk settings being applied. 1.75% at 1 hour, 2.5% at 4 hour, and 3.5% risk, just like now at 1 day. It's not that you can't change this risk, but these are predetermined and written into the code as it is. You can, when it comes up and you have the opportunity to place the trade, you do have an opportunity to increase or decrease the size. But these are good sizes we preset for you guys. They're good to work with. It doesn't hurt too much to take a loss, and when you win, it still feels good. And that's what matters in trading. That you're not trading positions where when you lose, it literally hurts you. It's you can feel it in your stomach. And those of you out there, you know what I'm talking about. That's no way to be trading. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It puts you in a bad position mindset wise when you're taking these losses, because it encourages, revenge trading and all this bad stuff that everyone else is doing that we are not doing, or at least we're trying not to do. And our software is constantly being improved on this exact idea that you don't get hurt and trading becomes easy, right? So let's get back to the new features, because we just got the exit. Well, that's fantastic. So just exited that and added a little bit to my account. That's nice. I like that. And if I lost the trade, well, so what? I can tell you, I think I lost the trade earlier today, which was the same. No, actually, I think that was an extension trade. That it doesn't hurt me too much. All fine, no problem there, guys. I can tell you, it's really fun now engaging with Navigator and the algorithm, because it's become so easy to place these trades. As we go through the market, we can go to 1 day time frame here for a sec. So you see, we have a 1 day setup here, and now the next thing I want you guys to show is what we've been working on, and we actually integrated BFT panel straight into the chart, so you have it here now, and that means you can just click place. And just like that, your position size is calculated. It shows you how much open correlated risk that you have for this particular market. And since I'm below 5%, it's all good. All is fine here. My take profit is set, my stop loss is set. I just place the trade. I'll put the second one in as well, because it split the positions for me, because that's how trading should be, guys. Easy. And then if I'm a little bit unhappy with the second TP here, I will move it up. And the same with this one a little bit too far ahead. So like that, I like that. That's a good setup. That's a great swing trade right there. So these fields now becomes interactive, and we'll be working more towards this idea, and we think you guys will like it a lot. So we have this thing called persistent positions. I'll show you guys what that means. Persistent positions is that when you already have a trade open, even though that it's not even a valid trade anymore, or, it's not being showed by the algorithm, it doesn't mean it's not a valid trade. The trade is nowhere to be found anymore, and you're confused. You used to be confused. Where's the trade? What's happening? What should I do? So now we build it in, and you can view your current open positions like this and see what's going on. And in the future, we will update this, of course, and give you some feedback whether you should continue the trade or not. That's something that's going to come. So now it's very easy to see. And if I move these TPs around, this will expand as well. And that's why it becomes really, really easy now to see like which positions are which, where's the stop loss connected to, and which position is this. It becomes very easy. As you can see, this AUD cat trade is looking great. I actually think this is a swing trade, if I'm not incorrect, 4-hour swing trade, and you could also call it a BRC. Often these will be pretty close to each other, but look at that. I think that looks really good. I think this trade looks great. Straight back into support, holding well. It's just slowly moving up. So I'm just gonna let this one ride. No need to do anything here. So that's persistent positions. It's now showing you your trades you are in at the same time. So beside this, we refresh the details. We just made Navigator a little bit more sexy, a little bit more friendly, and there's a lot of little bit of features we have improved around, but we're not going to talk too much about them in this video. I want to talk to you instead about something else we improved, which is the new watch list. Look at that. Wow, I love it. I can now easily use my watch list, and we still have the old mode. If you would like to view it as a table, you can still do it like that, but honestly, I like this. It's very easy for me to see multiple markets at the same time now and get an idea of what is moving, what is cracking, and what is not. So I love that. Now this, there's other things here we build in. For example, we now have for me, I have a lot of passwords with Navigator because I work on it all the time and have multiple users and so on. So I can lose my password from time to time. But what we build in, sign in with Google and sign in with Facebook if you would like. If you already have a trading account registered under your Gmail, you can simply click it, and it will still lock you into the same account you were registered with. So you can use it as a quick way to log in, and we hope you will enjoy that as well. Beside this, guys, like if you look at some of these things, we improved the mobile interface for you. It's now much more usable. MT4 and MT5 speeds have been improved, fast execution, faster reaction time. The chart rendering speed of actual what's going on here has been improved as well. Now, there's one thing I want to talk to you about. So we removed the layout feature, and we did this because it was just causing problems and no one was really using it. So that's gone, and that should also help with the people who are losing their charts from time to time, because now there's only one layout at work. Now, these are the changes, and I just went through them fast. But of course, you need to experience these yourself. What I will tell you, beside these news that are really incredible, is that these new strategies are really powerful. The general principle here now is just don't be exposed too much at once. If you got a 15-minute trade open on AUD CAD, you don't need to open a 4-hour and 1-hour trade as well in that market. If you find a 15-minute trade, that's great, but you need to still check the other markets to see if there was a better 15-minute trade available. These markets still trade a lot the same way that our strategy trade was working on 1-day time frame. That means whenever opportunities are created in a specific market like AUD CAD, if AUD CAD is showing a trade, there's probably a trade on AUD USD as well, or AUD CHF. Go check them out, see how they're doing. Because what you will often find, especially with the 15-minute trades which are available to the pro users, what you will find is that as you go through these markets, 15-minute trades, when they occur, when they happen, will often come in pairs, meaning you'll get multiple opportunities at the same time, because that's how markets works. They're correlated. So when one breaks its zone and creates a 15-minute extension trade, well, what that means is that most likely the other pairs related to this market is also creating that new zone. So you want to make sure you get the best 15-minute trades, and that is where you need to put in some effort to identifying those scenarios. We will roll all this out tonight, and by the time you see this video, it will already be up and running. So I just want to take a minute and thank you guys for being with us. Thank you guys for trading with us. Thank you for believing in our mission and the way that we're doing things. Thank you for being part of the community. And I'll see you guys around.